Greetings, Pisces. Welcome to Taurus season. Welcome to your reading. It's you. Yay. You are feeling like you. You are comfortable with you. I always love when you get back to that place where you're comfortable with everything that you are. I love when you get back to that place because your creativity is anticipated and it is out of this world, and it's talked about and pondered over, and it sticks in people's minds. So the sun has just moved into your third house of communication as of April 19th and will be there until May 20th. So finally you can express yourself in more than just seeing yourself. You can really let your mind roam free in some much needed ways. You can let your mouth lead the way without too much thought even. And you can focus on growing your worth and bring ideas to the surface that are rooted in financial opportunity, and invest in those things, build on those things. You have business ideas, you have ideas to generate revenue that are just needing your words to bring to life. And this is the opening now to speak about them and draw the people, draw the investments of others, the resources to you. We still have Venus and Mercury in Aries, so there is a ton of, there's a balance between this third house energy of communication and this second house of, like, part of you wants to feel really light about everything that you have going on, and then there's a very real part of you that's like, I have to build, like, I need to make money, and part of the way that I need to make money is by being helpful to others, or part of the way that I need to make money is by asking for money and investments from others so that I can build on what I have going on, which means I have to get to a humble place within myself where I remember that no matter what place I've reached in my life, I still need people who love me to want to invest in me, to want to give me opportunities, to actually want to love me so that I can do things. So, don't let this third house energy of mental exploration make you forget that you do need people to co-sign you. You need people to want to collaborate with you. And this Four of Cups and the Page of Wands kind of feels like you want to express yourself in ways that are absolutely turning people off, and that is something to watch out for. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You want to remember that you are attracting financial opportunity and wealth right now. So even though you're shifting into this space of intellectual freedom, you also are putting the final touches on what your financial model, your business plan, your plan to generate revenue over the next year is going to be. And you need to make sure that all of your partners and all of the people, your clients, whoever, who are going to feed into this plan, understand the plan and take you seriously. And if you are not careful about the presentation, if you are too impulsive, if you are too self-centered, if you upset the wrong people, you can close yourself off from how much financial opportunity and support wants to come in. So there's a way to get your point across. There's a way to be excited about what you feel very quite righteous about. There's a way to feel that passion and not ruffle feathers. And that's the balance that you will need to work to find during Taurus season. I will say this always and forever. You do not want to corner yourself into a Kanye West situation where, you know, you have the world at your fingertips, but then you're upsetting everyone. You're triggering everyone. And so nobody wants to give you what you want because you're just making it uncomfortable for them. And you don't want to be in that space. There is a way, there's a middle ground that you can find. And for you, I think that sometimes your emotions can be so radical that I don't even know in your lifetime if you would even care to realize that you can turn people off in that way. But I think this is a time that you should start to care, because there's a middle ground that can be found. So it does require a slower pace, even more attention to the words and less of a warring energy. But I think you can do it. I really do. But this desire to go to war, this Pluto retrograde in your 12th house, you are at war with yourself, you're at war with the world, and Pluto will go retrograde in your 12th house in Aquarius on May 2nd. And this thing wants to pull the rug out from underneath everything that you thought was stable, everything that you thought was working. Because this Aquarian energy, it's one that might seem superficial to you. And I totally understand. I'm not saying Aquarians are superficial. Fixed energy is just they live in a different plane, energetically different plane. So being a mutable sign, being the last sign of the zodiac, and knowing everything already, right? Like intuitively, emotionally, like knowing, like, no, like this is the real way. Like it might be the real way, but it's not what people want right now. It's not how people want to experience it. It's not how people want to experience you. And I know that you could say, oh, like it's just about being authentic and just, I don't want to be someone else. I don't want to try to be palatable or acceptable to someone else. And I'm saying that I hear you. I truly hear you. I truly understand that this Aquarian energy is not something that comes naturally to you, and even something that you want to be a part of. You don't want to be a part of this human community that's polluted. You don't want to be a part of it. You don't want any part of it. And you can see the toxicity of it, and it is like poison to your soul. So this Pluto retrograde, this Aquarian energy, can be super destructive in two ways, because this energy is here to destruct its Pluto in Aquarius. So it's here to tear things down. It's here to force change. It's here to literally kill things that can no longer be. And then you have it in your 12th house, where you don't like this energy. You don't like this energy. You don't resonate with this energy. And quite frankly, you don't care. You don't care. You feel like you have a bigger purpose. You feel like you have, a bigger role to play, a bigger message. And you do. You 1000% do. You 1000% have a quite specific role to play, and you're playing that role beautifully. But what I'm saying is Pluto in Aquarius will drag you. It will embarrass you. It will show you how your current mindset, although deeply rooted in a purpose that has been planted within you, Pluto in Aquarius, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, says, I don't care what your purpose is. Everyone here on earth has a purpose. How you go about it is all that matters. And it will not move, it will not give you the result that you are looking for. That confirmation, although you're doing it, things are happening, the confirmation that you're looking for from the world, your money will be slow, you will feel within yourself that you're not as worthy, you will feel, all of these things. Aquarius requires that you say things in a way that the human community can connect to. The world and the King of Wands, an energy that is palatable by the world. This is fixed energy. This is where everyone can sit at the table, even your own enemies. Everyone can sit at the table and we can have a conversation about what's happening here, and we're gonna take the bitter with the sweet. And we're gonna find a way, and we're gonna, shift things forward in the best way that we know how. But we remember that change, although needed, happens very slowly most of the time. So the changes that need to happen through diligent work of being out in the world and being someone that can be respected by the people in power and the people who have the power to change the actual things that you want to change, which some of these people can even be your enemies. Okay, and all of this is also a part of all of this energy in Aries, in your second house, of needing to make things comfortable for people who you want to persuade. You want to persuade these people to see it your way. But part of you is going in guns blazing, and that is just not going to get you what you want. Yeah? This harmonious energy, although it seems cheesy, although it seems, as I said, superficial and curated, it is the exact energy that will move you from this space of fighting against the powers that be, fighting against the system. It's the energy that will say, I understand that I want to be a revolutionary, and I am, but if I don't have anybody on my side, nothing will move. And maybe it would be nice. Maybe it would be nice to not be seen as such a rebel, to not be seen as someone who's okay with being mistreated. Now, if this is love, and if this has to do with love, because we've talked a lot about purpose, but also your work, if this is a love situation that you're dealing with over the next month, things can get beautiful if you can remember the things that I've just kind of said and apply it to your love dynamic as well, of being diplomatic and charming even. Things won't move extremely quickly, but they will be right. They will be something that you can build on. And when Venus enters Taurus on April 29th, you do want to build on these things. You do want to be connected to someone and something. You do want someone to stimulate your mind. You want someone to listen to you talk. You want to hear, you want someone who you can call at any time of the day, but you can't rush into that space. And taking it slow, realizing that you want that first and foremost, and that you desire that and need that, is a beautiful thing. But taking it slow so that it can really be built on a stable foundation is what you want. Anything that moves too quickly during this time can fizzle. Anyone who promises you the world during this time is talk, and talk is cheap. You want someone who is not only charming, but is patient, slow, and also connects with you in a way that heals you. So there are these relational situations that are coming to the surface right now, these romantic situations that are coming to the surface right now that are showing you they are fizzling out. They are fizzling because they weren't built on anything. They weren't built on a solid foundation. They weren't built on a foundation of you being allowed to evolve and you going through experiences that are going to expand you emotionally. And here we are, expand you emotionally, emotional expansion, lots of time through a loss of some sort. You are going through these experiences and you need someone who can be by your side, who can help heal you, who can talk to you through these situations, who can keep you focused on your career as you're going through these situations, who doesn't see those moments as weak points for you, but actually sees how that loss or that failure is going to make you even more successful. That's what you're looking for. So this situation that's falling through, this relationship that falls through, if it's falling through, the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, it's because it wasn't built on a foundation of expansion. It wasn't built on the foundation that you are going to change and evolve and have hard lessons that you'll integrate, and it will you'll reinvent yourself, and then you will reinvent your career, and you will reinvent your body and you. Yeah. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they get it. They are the solid ground that helps you, holds you, when everything is falling through. They hold things steady so you can find your footing and get yourself back into the material, reconnect to the material, and find the love and the connection through the material and creativity that ultimately also secures you financially. It's really exciting. It's really sweet. I love you, Pisces, so very much. I will see you in mutable Gemini season. Our lives are changing, mutable signs. Lives are changing for the better come Gemini season, and it's going to be exciting. In the meantime, you can schedule your private and birth chart readings with me through the link in the description, and the Pisces season playlist, Bloom, along with the Pisces season kickoff, The Occasion, are available through the link in the description while the kickoff is on YouTube. See you in Gemini season. Bye.